Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe, a.k.a. Man of the People, coming to you on a Friday evening. Why? Because there's news happening, and anytime there's news happening this offseason, I'm going to do my best to make sure I get on live and talk to you guys about it, break it down in a way that you can understand it and answer any questions that you may have. So that's what I'm here for. Hopefully I gave you all enough time to jump on the live if you're free, but if you're watching the rebroadcast, I appreciate it. You know the favors, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. That will help this channel grow. I need to get to 20,000 subscribers. I want to be able to continue to interview players and coaches, and it helps when they know that people are watching and listening. So I got to say a big what's up to my member, Knucklehead K, the first person in here. Knucklehead, I had some questions for you about what you do. So I ain't going to use all the live to ask you, but it's just like my little, have a moment like curiosity when you're driving. You know what? I know somebody I could ask, but we can't do that online. But what's up to you? Thank you for becoming a member. There's a link in the description for anybody that wants to help support independent media. I appreciate everybody that can do so. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, because yesterday I had an intro that was like 3 minutes. You guys, I know we'll dive into it and we'll save the fluff talk for the end. So the Carolina Panthers are shoring up some of their guys that they had as restricted free agents and exclusive rights free agents. So we're going to share that list with you. So here was a list at the end of the season. Restricted free agents were center Cade Mays, wide receiver Devin Tompkins, running back Raheem Blackshear. Sorry, got distracted. Wide receiver Balous Jones Jr. and wide receiver Dan Chisna. Those were your restricted free agents. So let's give you a little refresher on what this means for restricted free agents. So these are guys with 3 years of experience that have expiring contracts. And basically what a restricted free agent means is that the Carolina Panthers reserve the right to basically keep you. So first of all, they do that to say, we want you back. And then that restricted free agent does have the ability to talk with other teams to try to get them a contract, but the Carolina Panthers always have an opportunity to match it. So when they sign their tender, that means they have now exhausted, the time for them to get a better offer has expired, and they will be coming back to the Carolina Panthers. As of right now, center Cade Mays has signed his tender, and I think they're saying that's about $3 million-ish that he gets for signing that tender. And so there we have our center guy that was originally drafted by the Carolina Panthers. I still remember our draft day conversation where he talked about his Bojangles NIL deal. But we had released him. He went to New York Giants. We had some personnel that we needed. Austin Corbett. He came back, and he did a really solid job as center for the Carolina Panthers. So good job there, getting him signed. And now Austin Corbett is still in the air. Will he or won't he? And I think the date is Monday that they extended it to in terms of when they have to make a decision on Austin Corbett. So that's going to be coming soon. I would assume that it hasn't been going as well as both sides would like, right? Because you extended it, and then it's been talking. Then Corbett, and this is just me thinking, right? Then Corbett made his comments the other day about, hey, watch your headlines that you put out there. I think he wants to be a Panther, but maybe he's not getting the money that he wants. He's been injured a couple of times. So I don't know, but I'll continue to bring you the news as it happens. All right, then let's look at the exclusive rights free agents that we had. There was only 2 of them. That would have been defensive end LaBryan Ray and then linebacker Chandler Wooten. So defensive end LaBryan Ray did sign his tender, which means he will be back. And that means that, wrong graphic. That means that Chandler Wooten has not and probably won't be back. So the guys that haven't signed, they can come back to the Carolina Panthers. But on this particular list with the exclusive rights free agents, all they have to do is offer this guy, like, I don't know what happens to my voice when I get on sometimes. All they have to do is offer him the minimum contract. So when your exclusive rights guy doesn't sign, that means you don't want him. He's not coming back. But the regular restricted free agents like Raheem Blackshear, I don't know how much the door may be closed, but there's still some room there to offer him something and come to terms if the two sides want to. It's not really a done deal. So again, exclusive rights guys, they can't do anything. They're really tied to the Panthers unless the Panthers don't say they want them. Restricted guys, they have a chance to get an offer, and the Carolina Panthers have a chance to match. But nevertheless, when either of those sign their tender, which Cade Mays and LaBryan Ray did, that means they are Carolina Panthers. So hopefully that gives you some education, not only knowing why these guys are here, but just understanding what those different names mean for free agents is helpful. And I see some questions coming in, some comments. I appreciate it. If you're watching and haven't liked the video yet, shame on you. We need those likes, please. Thank you very much. And continue to say hello to me when you see me out and about. I really enjoy meeting everybody that has introduced themselves to me. And if you haven't, I look forward to meeting you. So a few other things to talk about today was the Tennessee Titans have released another edge rusher into the market. Harold Landry has been released by the Tennessee Titans, and he's a decent edge rusher. This guy had nearly 20 sacks the past 2 seasons, but they released him in an effort to save a little bit of cash, as you might imagine going on these days. Teams releasing players to free up cap. Tennessee also, interestingly, has the #1 draft pick, but again, nearly 20 sacks in the past 2 seasons. They released him after first trying to trade him. During the combine, it was known like, hey, we're trying to get rid of this guy. Couldn't get anybody to trade with him, so he's been released. His previous contract that he's now been released from was paying him about $17 million per year. So they saved some money by releasing him now, and we'll see what happens, right? He does have some North Carolina ties. I think he was either went to North Carolina, went to college in North Carolina, or is from North Carolina. I forget exactly, so I'm sorry. You can Google it, but he does have North Carolina ties. I believe he was born in the state of North Carolina. So that is your news update for this Carolina Panthers team tonight, March 7th. And now I'm going to take a look through the comment and see what we have here. And again, appreciate everybody that has tuned in. Panther Boy 803, I think you asked me yesterday about becoming a member. And the link for those who may want to become a member, eating on camera, is in the description. So be sure to check that out. What's going on, James Island Panther? Does that mean you're in the islands, from the islands, or want to be on the islands? I know I wouldn't mind a little break to some. It doesn't have to be an island, but just a little beach. A little beach would be nice. St. Lucia, if I go out the country, that would be nice. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Hey, Chris, hope all is well. Been catching up on videos, just haven't been able to respond. No worries. Hey, I know where your heart is. You're good people, so I appreciate you as always. Knucklehead K. Hey, somebody finally caught the broadcast. You get a round of applause. Round of applause for Carolina Panthers, Brandon Herbert, for catching the live broadcast. I know, but I'll take a little bit of the blame for some people that may have not caught the live broadcast, because lately when I do them, it has not been much notice. But tonight, I said, let me try to get these guys and girls about 30 minutes notice to come on and catch me and be the man of the people. Do what I do, take questions, take questions, provide answers for things regarding the Carolina Panthers, all right? Glad that you were able to make it. All right. Kevin Hubbard, I've never seen you in Carolina Panthers gear. True. I got some things for you, but I'm gonna ask you this. tell me what media person you have seen in Carolina Panthers gear. And then when you answer that, it's upside down. We got Panther stuff around the house, though. We do have Panther stuff around the house. So the reason that you have not seen me in Carolina Panthers gear is because being an official member of the media, you don't wear the team gear. You don't want to be the homer, right? Our job is to report objectively on the team and let you know what we think and not just tell you things because we want the Panthers to win. So with that, you also don't wear the jerseys and things like that. So, but I do enjoy the Carolina Panthers personally. I do like them. And yeah, appreciate the comment, Kevin. I see you got on, what is that, a Chuba Hubbard jersey? Let's see. I'm pounding the desk for Mike Green. He is my second-rated pass rusher. Okay. We'll see what Dan Morgan has in store. So Monday is when they can start I forget what they call it. They can start discussions on free agents, and then later in the week it opens up fully. So we're going to start seeing, set those notifications because we're going to start seeing a lot of videos next week as things start to happen, and I will not be able to give you that much notice. So do yourself a favor, set your notification. One more run says, what's going on, Chris? Haven't been on a live show in a while. Passed by Bank of America Stadium today. Keep pounding. Well, I'm glad that everybody's happy that they could catch a live video. Maybe Friday nights is the secret. I don't hope to do a lot of Friday night videos or Saturday night videos, but for those that are catching me right now, I'm glad that you're able to catch me. And hey, ask a question, comments. I'm here for you. That's what the title Man of the People means. I'm going to be here, always try to answer any questions before I get out of here. I got the water. It's just, ironically, I've been doing this for a while, but I still sometimes have to remember like what voice range that I want to use because different voice tones like get weak, obviously, as you see, quicker than others. And I don't always want to use the deep radio soulful voice, which I can't even do right now. I'm a member, but Cash App be acting up. Okay. Well, glad that you are a member. It's not showing that you are a member at the moment, but yeah, glad that you are a member, will become a member. And yeah, Cash App, it's not my favorite way to pay for things anymore because it's hard to get things that get on the account, off the account, or to stop charge. It's like a mess. I'm actually going through some things right now with Cash App. I mean, I love the app as a whole, like sending people money, but using Cash App to make purchases, not becoming the biggest fan of that. But I appreciate it. I will give you guys just another minute to see if there's any other questions out there. If not, then you'll be catching me again soon. I know Amped for Life asked me about what I have upcoming. I do have some great things that I'll be scheduling out a little bit more over the weekend. So next week, hopefully I can speak on dates that I have with some more interviews coming up. That's what I have been known for in the past, is interviewing players. So trying to get that going back this offseason as well for you guys. So look for that. And this is the last one of the day. What are your thoughts of Legette's potential this year? So he has a lot of potential. I like him. He needs to be putting in a lot of work with the details of things, with his route running, with his mechanics and his balance. And so, I think that he was just a rookie that had to learn some things, right? He didn't come out, he wasn't a high first round pick where you expect he's going to come out like a CeeDee Lamb, just really polished and doing some great things. He didn't have he was a guy that in college that had grew into his success. He hadn't been a guy that had like 2 solid years of great performance where you knew he was going to come in really, really NFL ready. So for that reason, I feel like the potential's there. I know he's a hardworking guy. He seems like a hardworking guy. He talks, several times talked about making excuses and not wanting to do so. So I think he's a guy that knows that he didn't do as well as he wanted to. He has some high expectations, and he's going to put in the work to come back and be a good guy this year. That's what I feel about Leggett. Let's see, Chris. Well, I wonder why all those teams are making moves in free agency except us. Well, there's not a lot of teams making free agency moves. I mean, there's a lot of teams that have released guys. So there's not a lot of moves right now. I don't feel like there's been a lot of moves. I think there's been a lot of releasing, but I don't feel like there's been a lot of acquisitions going on. One more run. Thoughts on potentially picking up DK Metcalf? Yeah, let's talk about potentially picking up DK Metcalf. So I'm on the side of the fence that says it's too much to pick up DK Metcalf. We have a lot of things to do in terms of we got a lot of holes to fill. We have a ton of guys that are not under contract that we need to figure out getting back. But a lot of the holes, let's just go and say everybody knows who's on the defensive side. You got J.C. Horn that needs to be paid. Not that he's going to take up all the money in the world, but he should be getting a nice salary from us. But we got to get J.C. Horn and Derrick Brown some help. I mean, we don't have any safeties with experience that are under contract. Xavier and Jordan. We got Shaq that's gone. We got linebackers that we need to put in there. We got a lot. And so you want to have things that are balanced. Investing a lot in that offensive line last year. We got Bryce some weapons through the draft. You certainly want more, but you don't want to. I mean, you got to give up right now. They're asking for a first round, a third round, and then paying this guy $30 million. I think that's pretty tough. I know DK also said he wanted to be on a team that's a contender, so I feel like, Seattle said they're not going to let DK's demand be the ultimate thing about where he goes if a trade is able to happen. So I'm just, in my opinion, for DK Metcalf right now, the price is too high. Price is too high, and we got a lot of pieces to puzzle to figure out who wants to see another team that is competing, because now we're putting up more points, but then the defense is just getting ran to smack over. There's quite a bit of belief that, we're going to use the draft a lot to address some of those needs on the defensive side. Dave Canales isn't afraid to play some rookies, but I still want to be able to put a few dollars into some guys that are supporting those potential high number of rookies that we may have playing on the defensive side. So, yeah, I am not high on signing DK Metcalf with the current conditions of the team. Great player, though. Great player. Appreciate the question. Look at here, look at here, look at here. Man. All right. I don't think I have enough sound effects for this. Let me try to get a few of these out. We're gonna get this. I can't even hear the sound effects, so I don't even know what noise this is. And you guys will laugh at that sound effect right there. I don't know if you guys can read this. I might even have to put on my glasses. And I said you guys weren't going to see my glasses until next year, but I cannot read this, and I'm going to throw on the glasses for this. So we just received a $100 super chat from Knucklehead K. She says, like, subscribe, become a member. Yeah, man, it's really been a minute. Laughing out loud. Currently, I'm listening and playing Madden, so I'm still slow at responding. And okay, you know I will eventually catch you at either training camp or by the gate. Thanks for the offseason updates. And with that is a $100 super chat. Super chat. Tremendous thank you. Tremendous thank you. I'm going to tell you exactly where this money is going to go to. So we last year ordered some headsets, which I don't have here to show you. It was a tremendous tool to help us communicate and do our pregame live shows, which, by the way, I'm just going to say that's the biggest thing that all y'all need to tell people about. Our live pregame and live postgame show from the field after every single game, you don't get that anywhere. I mean, we go through a lot to do it, but I think it's worth it. I think it's a great thing that we do. But whenever I can get your support like this, I got to take an extra minute and say thank you. We don't get any big checks from anybody else. So Knucklehead K, you know you didn't just touch my heart. That money will go towards getting us some the audio mixer that we need for our live pregame broadcast to help everybody with some communication. So thank you sincerely, thank you sincerely, thank you sincerely. Man, that is really awesome. Thank you so much. Try to read some more of the comments here. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because I do not want to be throwing on my glasses every time that you guys hit me up with a question like this. So let me just make this a little bigger here and go this way here. So now we can see it. All right. I'm not the one that believes we're in desperate need for a receiver. I believe one of the guys on our team with patience can be a number one. Yeah, I mean, we need help, but yeah, basically, if you're agreeing that DK Metcalf is a lot for us and what we currently have, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. All right. Excuse me for a second. So, as you guys have just alerted me, and I'm going to share with you, the Las Vegas Raiders have found their quarterback. Attention, attention. The Las Vegas Raiders have found their quarterback. Their quarterback will be Geno Smith. They have traded for the Seattle Seahawks to acquire Geno Smith. The Las Vegas Raiders have, after making Max Crosby the highest paid non-quarterback player in NFL history. They now have Geno Smith. And Las Vegas will send a 2025 third-round pick to Seattle in exchange for Geno Smith. There you go. Thank you guys for helping me to bring that breaking news. All right, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. Big shout outs and thank you again to Knucklehead K for that contribution tonight. Thank you to all of my members that continue to support. And as I said, I'm going to be working on it over the weekend. Made some really good contacts and connections while at the Combine in Indy. So I got some stuff coming for you to entertain you guys leading up into the draft. Thank you so much for watching. Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. I'll talk to you soon.